happen, the complete opposite will happen. So blame or compliment the rider and the horse. Now, what really happened is this. The first time you deal with the horse in the paddock, or leading the horse, or riding the horse, what he does is normal as a reaction. For example, running away from you or from me in the paddock is normal. It's his nature. Trying to run away when you put the rope on the or the halter on his head for the first time is normal. It's his nature. When I ride him for the first time, it's normal for him to try to buck or be afraid sometimes. Very simple. It's his nature. What is his nature, or what is the nature I am talking about in this issue? Very simple. The nature of running away when something new happens to the horse. When horses see an elephant for the first time, they run to the opposite direction. But when they see a lion for the first time, they also run to the opposite direction. When they see a sack or a different color that they saw for the first time, black color or white color, they run to the opposite direction. So an elephant, a lion, a car, a color, a sack, a bag, all of these things are completely different than each other, but still his reaction to them when he sees them for the first time is one: run to the opposite direction. Now, let's talk to the horse. Why are you doing this? Very simple. My nature is this. When I see something new, automatically I think it is dangerous. And when I feel danger, I run away to the opposite direction because I protect myself by running away. So, if it's not painful, then I will believe as a horse that it's not dangerous and I will stop running away. Which means my job as a rider, as a trainer, is to let the horse know, or make the horse know, that this scary thing that you run away from is not going to hurt you. So if it's not painful, that means it's not scary. And if it's not scary, you should not run away. Now, bad riders did not do that. What did they do? Unconsciously, they use strength to stop the horse. In the paddock, or in leading, or even riding, especially in leading, they are giving him a loose rope, a long rope. They think that they are gentle, that they are being nice with the horse, and that's it. When he was afraid, he bolted to the opposite direction. You were holding the horse with a loose rope. Unconsciously, you used strength to stop the horse. He connected between the strength you used and the scary thing that happened to him. I am a horse. I was afraid from a camel that I saw, or a cow that I saw for the first time. I tried to bolt to the opposite direction. Your hand reaction was a loose rope. When I was afraid, unconsciously you used strength to try and stop it. As a horse, I connected between the scary thing and what you did. So I kept bolting, I kept bucking, I kept ending up or doing bad reactions and actions. Now, when I did that, it actually worked. When you are riding me, I bucked you off my back. When you are leading me, I got rid of you, or I got rid of the man who's leading me. I ran away. So there was a reason for doing the action. There was a reason for becoming worse, and there was a reason for keep doing this, or for me as a horse to keep doing this. What was the reason for running away? I saw a new thing. What was the reason for becoming worse, or what is the reason that made you become worse as a horse? Your bad reaction. What is the reason that made you keep doing this bad thing or bad behavior? Is that the bad behavior, the reason is that the bad behavior actually worked and I got what I wanted. So all these things have to change if you want to fix this horse. So when you deal with him, you try to make the horse know, or understand, or let him know that dealing with you in the paddock and in leading and in riding, my actions and reactions are completely different than the man or the woman who dealt with you before me. When you are afraid and you want to run away and you use these behaviors or moves, rearing up or bolting or bucking, my reaction will be a completely different reaction, which is I'm not using strength. I'm giving you the good hand reaction, the right hand reaction, which will lead to real trust, at least mentally before physically, which will lead to total control, which which will make him stop, which means the bad behavior or the bad action and reaction is gone. In this case, he will understand that what happened here is much better than what happened with the bad rider. He will say, I was afraid, I had the right to be afraid, his reaction was good, I had to stop and face the scary thing. The scary thing actually did not hurt me. The rider's hand or body did not actually hurt me. Why should I run away? I protected myself by just stopping instead of running away and bolting. So I developed the horse. Instead of protecting yourself by running away for 5 or 6 or 7 miles, I made you protect yourself by just stopping in your place and leave everything else on me. I know what you will say is that you did not protect the horse because the scary thing itself was not actually painful. But the horse does not know that. He believes that you protected him. So why does the horse bolt? It's very simple. There was a reason for him to bolt. Riding him for the first time, he was afraid of something. He heard the sound for the first time, heard the voice for the first time, saw something for the first time. So something new happened to him. His normal and only reaction will be trying to bolt. Your hand reaction was bad. You unconsciously, you did not want to do it unconsciously. You tried to stop him by using strength and moved your hands up and pulled back. That will make him bolt even more because what he expected actually happened. He expected the scary thing to hurt him, and it did. It did not, but again it did. How? It's very simple. The scary thing did not hurt him, but your reaction hurt him. To him, it's 1. Why? Because this hand, or the rider's hand, hurts me when I see new things. Before the new things, after the new things, he did not hurt me. While I was afraid, he hurt me. As a man, I know that what you did has nothing to do with the scary thing itself. I know that the one who hurt me is the rider, or the man, or the woman, not the scary thing. Horses don't know that. What is the proof that they don't know that? It's very simple. He bucks you off his back when he's afraid. You lead him for 5 or 6 or 10 meters. You jump on his back. He does not buck you. When that scary thing comes to him again, he bucks you again. If the horse was thinking like a man, he will keep bucking you as soon as he knows that he can buck you off his back. Always do that in horsemanship. Anything you hear, just immediately do it with yourself. Watch it. Is it something that you can see with your own eyes? If you see it with your own eyes, it's a fact. If you cannot see it, it's just an opinion. If it's an opinion, that means you have the right to give your own opinion about it. So opinion, give me your own opinion. It's fact. There is no opinion about the fact. So what happens is, when the horse bucks or rears up or bolts or even being stubborn, the first time he did it because he was afraid of something. And when he did it, your hand reaction was bad, so he connected between the scary thing and your hand reaction, bad hand reaction. So he tried to do bad things or bad actions and reactions. And these bad behaviors, for example, rearing up or bolting or bucking, actually worked because he was able to get rid of your control and buck you off his back or scare you or whatever. So he will keep doing it. Why should he stop? So the first thing you should do or know about stopping the horse who bolts or fixing a horse's problem is that the problem is not the horse. The problem is what the rider did with the horse. Yesterday or 2 days ago, I was talking with someone about horsemanship and horses, and I said the main problem, in my opinion, in horsemanship in general and in fixing problems with horses is this: you are dealing with the victim. The horse is the victim. The trainer or the rider or the owner, in my book, is the criminal, is the one who did the wrong thing, is the one to be blamed. So he wants you to fix his horse's problem that was caused by him, because of him. So instead of fixing the victim, the horse, fix him. If someone with a mental issue comes to you and they want you to deal with him, the first thing you should do is knowing or know who gave him these mental issues, who made him become like that. Imagine that after fixing him and dealing with him, the first thing you will do, or what you are expected to do, is send him back to the people who caused him all these issues, who made him become that mentally sick, or that mental sick. A mentally sick guy. He became mentally sick because of, let's say, his family, his parents, or whatever. They bring him to you, say fix him, deal with him. Let's say you were able to develop him and make him become better and feel better. The first thing you are expected to do is send him back to the ones who made him become like that. With time, he will be bad again, become bad again. The difference is, with people, it might take some time because people think, use the brain before acting. With horses, you deal with a horse who's destroyed and trained in a bad way for 4 or 5 or 6 years, and you are expected to deal with him in what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 year, at the maximum, let's say, level. And after you fix the horse, if you are able, or if you were able to fix the horse, you send him back to the owner, who was the reason for ruining the horse. So he will ruin the horse again. And the first thing he will do is blame the horse again, like he blamed the horse in the first time, or he will blame you. Instead of blaming himself for bringing the bad thing back to the horse, which was originally in the horse because of him. That means the bad thing happened because of him. He gave you the horse, you fixed the horse, then he took the horse and the horse did the bad thing again, which was a bad thing that happened to the horse because of him. What will happen is the rider will not admit that the bad thing is from him, he will say it's from the horse. And after you fix the horse, he will take the horse and ruin him again, he will blame the horse again and even blame you for not fixing the horse. Now, it's very simple. The bad thing that happened with the rider before you and after you did not happen with you, which means it's not you and it's not the horse, it's the asshole, it's the rider. But think about it. Fix the problem of my horse means fix the problem of the victim. And who is the criminal? Who is the convict? The rider. It's that simple. So the same goes for starting and bringing the horse, but the difference is if you deal with the horse, or with a young horse, a green horse, and you start him or break him from the beginning, if he's ridden in a bad way, he will be ruined. That's a fact. But at least his start was good, so it will be easier to fix him if he had problems in the future, because his beginning or his start was good, so it will be much easier to fix him. But the horse who started and who was started or who was broken in a bad way in the beginning and was ruined, then you fix him, it will be much harder to fix him and it will be much easier to ruin him after you. So again, horses are the victims, people are the reason for all these problems, which means again, people, the good riders, the few good riders, are the reason for all these good things that the horses are doing. You cannot compliment the horse because the same horse will do the bad thing if he's ridden in a bad way. The same goes for blaming the horse.